Hi everyone, this is Miss Branch, the art teacher, and today we're going to make sculptures out of found objects around the house. Now, before you get started, make sure it's something your parents are going to throw away, and make sure you get permission before you get started on the project. Alright, so now I'm going to change the camera so that I can show you. So, we're going to make a sculpture, which is a three-dimensional art. So sculptures are 3D. 3D means 3 dimensions. It means you can measure how long it is, how wide it is, and how tall or how deep it is, which is called depth. Alright, so if you have scissors, it'll be easier. But if not, I'll do one sculpture with scissors and one without. Now, the reason why I say use found cardboard, these are very thin, so they're easy to cut and easy to rip if you don't have scissors. Now, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one. Ugh. Probably been easier if I broke the box down first, which is probably what I should have done. Oh, that's a lot of glue. Alright then. Well, I won't be using the bottom. Alright. So I have this piece of cardboard which I could get started with. Now, if you are not confident, then by all means, take a marker and draw your shapes. Now you can draw geometric shapes. Those are shapes that have names, like a square or a circle. I'll do an oval because I want it kind of big. And I'll do a triangle. Now, you also can make some organic shapes. Now, organic shapes are shapes that don't have names that you make up. Mostly you make it up with like lots of wavy and curvy lines. But you can make it up with straight lines and curved lines combined. Now, your next step is to cut out your shapes. So let me do that now. Another cool thing is that the ends of the box also make cool shapes, which I will get to use. So let's see. Let me quickly do this part. I'm just cutting the whole thing out so that it makes it easier when I'm cutting them out and the rest of the cardboard's not in the way. And I'll come back to that piece in a minute. So, I have a square, I have a triangle, although this makes a nice interesting shape. I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting that triangle out, but I also have this shape. Now, it's a 4-sided shape, so it's a quadrilateral, even though it doesn't have a specific name other than quadrilateral, but it has 4 straight sides. I have my oval, and actually this shape makes some interesting shapes. I think I'm going to cut this piece off right here, and then keep that piece, and I could keep this piece. So just because you cut it off, and granted we're recycling, doesn't mean that you can't use the piece later. So let's see, cut, I got some extra pieces. So as you cut, put your pieces aside. You have your pile of the pieces that you plan on using, and you have a pile of shapes that bonus shapes I'm going to call them, because you got them by just cutting around the other shapes. That one's good. I'm going to use that piece too. That looks cool. And again, oh, now once you have your shapes, and I have plenty of shapes to go by, I think I'll start with this shape because this shape is really unique looking. I'm going to cut some little slits in them. Now that's just a little cut. I think I'll start there, and I think I'll start with my oval. And all you have to do is slide the two slots together. And again, you don't want to cut all the way across. And you're going to begin to form your sculpture. Now, I want this in a little straighter. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that part off. That way it'll just, there we go, stand better on my surface. Let's see. Now, as the artist, you get to decide where you want the pieces. Now, if I put this piece here, it's going to look like a really interesting peacock. I think I will do that. So I'm going to just cut a little slit and a little slit. So when I'm cutting them, they're called slits, but when I'm putting them together, we use the past tense and call them slots. Interesting, huh? Now, if you have crayons, like I do, or markers, you can always color the pieces before you put them together. But, you know what? I could turn this around and use the color from the cardboard instead of just all the white side. Now, let's see. Where do I want this piece to go? Oh, it fell over. I changed it, the dynamics. Oh, wait a minute. I did cut a slit here. I think I will put this piece there. Actually, I'll put it right here in the middle. Because as the artist, you get to make lots of decisions. And as the artist, now that I put that piece there, I'm going to go ahead and switch this piece back. Now, the cool thing about making a recycled art cardboard sculpture is that you get to make lots of choices and you can change stuff as you go. Now, for those of you who do not have scissors, I'm going to put this off to the side. Let's see, I'll just use the rest of this. You can rip the cardboard. Now, your pinchy fingers, your thumb and your pointer finger, I call pinchy fingers, and I tell pinchy fingers close together, you can control how you rip it. And let's see. Now, I ended up with a rectangle because it was cut, but I want to change this up some. So again, keeping my pinchy fingers together. Oh, cool. I made a semicircle. Oh, you know what? This could be legs, like if I was to make a giraffe or an elephant. I think I'll do that. That'll be interesting. I'll make a sculpture. No, this was an abstract sculpture because it didn't particularly look like anything. Now, if I make a sculpture look like something that we know, then I'm doing a representational type of sculpture. I'm representing something. So let's see. This would not make another good leg. So let's see. Where could I? Oh, that piece will be good. I'll use that. So again, keeping my pinchy fingers close together, I'm going to cut or rip out, I said cut, rip out a semicircle and the rest of my legs. So I have my front legs and my back legs. Ooh, I'm going to make a giraffe because I have this long piece here. So I'm going to go ahead and rip all of this off. Huh. Could make it a smaller giraffe because this piece that I cut here kind of looks like a weird giraffe's head already. And I could do that. Ooh, also if I could use my cardboard tube. That was one of the other pieces of found object that was around. Ooh, excuse me. Round object. So I could like rip here. And then if I put two little rips here, that would make an interesting body. The possibilities are just wild. Huh. I think I'll do that. So I'm going to pinch this in, a little hard. Again, my pinchy fingers. Rip it just enough. And back here, I'm going to rip it just enough to make little slits. And I can slide this in here. Here's my front legs. And where did I put it? Huh. Ah, there we go. And my back legs. I don't think it's going to be a very strong giraffe. Well, there's a giraffe with tall legs in the front. Well, they do kind of have tall legs in the front, tall legs in the back. Now, I can make this the tail. I'm going to make a little slit, and then I can slide that piece in. Cool. Now, where'd that piece go? Ah, I had it. So, let's see. I can rip a little bit and make my giraffe ears. Okay, it's going to be a sideways looking giraffe. I'll bring that down some more. Again, keep your pinchy fingers together. Now, I got to make a little slit here. Now, I can slide this piece in. And I created a giraffe sculpture. Yay! Now, again, this is a lot. You have so many possibilities. And if you have lots of extra food packages. Now, I like this cardboard because it's very thin. And it's easy to manipulate. And so you saw, I didn't have too much trouble ripping it when I was doing that. And let's see, this piece is giving me a little trouble. I think I'm going to bend it and then slide it in. Let's see if that works. Ugh. Okay, well, that piece, nope. Let's turn it this way. And make more like a leg, and it'll stay there, stand up. Anyway, I can play with it some more. There. So, you can create anything out of your scraps. And guess what? All your scraps become more pieces that you can create something else with. Now, again, if you don't have scissors, you got your pinchy fingers. All right, everyone. So, that was our sculpture piece out of found objects. You can come up with all kinds of creations. You can make it look like something, representational art, excuse me. Or you can make it abstract. Here's my abstract, representational. And if you have crayons and markers or colored pencils, or even just pencils, you can create whatever you would like to do with your art object. But remember, ask your parents first before you take the stuff. All right, everybody, bye.